There is a place as the light begins to fade. Ember ran, because standing still made them feel helpless. The wall glistened. Ember felt so that it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze when they noticed a small satchel. The satchel felt heavy. The statue shone brightly in the light. Ember noticed something wrong. There was a round space where something used to fit. To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place. Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger. The stairway opened into a dark forest. Ember could feel fear taking over. They'd washed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar. Ember felt like they were being watched. As Ember approached, with a feeling like falling, the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin. The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember. Hope was almost within reach. The flame spoke and Ember listened. The flame lingered ahead. Was it trying to escape? Or leading the way? The stranger had been forgotten. The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you. The stranger had blazed their own path, created their own rock, their own islands. They did not need Ember's kindness. The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence. The stranger stood alone. Their friends have fallen aside, retreating from what came next. The stranger had ventured on. Now they were deep in the woods. It felt so pointless. The stranger spoke hesitantly. Is the campfire crowded? Let me gather myself. I'll see you there. The ghost spoke. I will warn them. Ember looked to the ghost for answers. This is to travel through, but none have the forest king, and those who linger will turn again that word, forlorn. The forlorn are those, if you find them, send them to me and I will guide them. I am just a... So many lost embers have I. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left, the path ahead. Know that if you return, you will always be welcome. Little one, the path to... I will guide others to follow after you clear the way. There are others like you will always be welcome here in the forest. Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching. The guard showed, and with a bag, both guards started looking at Ember. The guard leaped. Yes, come a little closer. Let us... We guard the door. Oh yes, we decide who gets to see the king. The forest king. Yes, yes, come this way. A feeling of foreboding overcame Ember. Ember was terrified but tried not to. The giants do not fear. The bird. Ember wanted to feel safe. Oh, little Ember, birds will take a nut. Stay safe. Ember was still afraid. Is it the night that scares you, little one? See, birds will make the world less. It wasn't only the night that frightened Ember. The bird grew, trying, and birds will protect you from the forest king. Perhaps they could rest. It was hard to know what else to say. Clever little, you will stay. Search for hope no more. Now take this feather. Feather me. Birds keep little. Birds should never leave the nest. The guard seemed, I can hold that. Leave him alone. Yeah, one of us. And we all shares bags and things. The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any... Nothing down there. Go see the forest king. He'll set you straight. Got your first. Stand watch here. Promise you won't let anyone pass. Ember didn't like deceiving the birds. But what choice did they have? They could... Ember hurried away from the birds. The mist hung close to Ember, hiding them. The Forest King seemed frightened, the birds cruel. Ember would rather risk turning forlorn than become like them. Ahead, there... It looked like a map, but pieces were missing. It was the same place as before. But how? An eerie scene, like a moment frozen in time. The mist revealed a secret place. Was it hidden on purpose? The statues, the instrument you... Another before you took great effort to hide it deep within this riddle. The lanthorn began to glow. There was one last place to reach on the map. A section of bridge had somehow been ripped from its foundations. It was like the map had been broken on purpose. Ember felt a great relief to be out of the mist. Ember didn't mind getting muddy. The slide was such fun. The fruit was giving off a sickly sweet smell. A hideous odor filled the air. And suddenly, the reason was obvious. The stranger had come so very far. They felt the air beneath them, the distance ever widening. It was such a long way down. A resolve stirred within the stranger. Just a few more steps. It can't be much further. The stranger was afraid. They couldn't see what lay ahead. Ember saw their own fear reflected in the stranger. The darkness hungered for them all. The little ember spoke hesitantly. How do you continue, never knowing if we'll reach the end? The stranger couldn't take on more. The stranger stretched their limbs. Perhaps it is not too late after all. The skull was disgusting. Perhaps the pig would like it. The stranger puzzled over their journey. Some steps felt effortless. They twisted by unseen. Gratefully, the stranger said, "Friend, thank you. We all help each other along the path." Ember came upon another campfire lost in the wilderness. It looked long cold, but ready to be lit. The ghost spoke. "I will warm them." Ember looked to the ghost for answers. "This is the..." Here hope was. "You must not lose hope." Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. "The path ahead. Know that if you return, you will always be welcome. You have done well. I will clear the path ahead for you." You have seen. They know the secrets of this place. Seek them out. Well, fun. Hope you have a... Ember's heart sank. Ember told the birds about all they had. "Save your mate." "Oh, yes, yes. Tell the lies to the king." Ember felt nervous standing before the... Frustrated. "You must rest now. You give fault, try and fail," and Ember could feel the Forest King looking. "This end. Why not stop? You must last chance. Make sure gates are locked. Let no more..." Ember took the key. What choice did they have? Yeah, don't betray the Forest King again. The crossroads gate was locked. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it. Eagerly, Ember left the birds behind, glad to be free. Ember was at the end. The smell of like it had once been flooded, but now was bone dry. Excitedly, the stranger said, "Friend, this together we can..." "I've got a plan. Been waiting for... You help me, And I'll help you try lowering the crab over here with the chum in that bucket. Bellows breathed life into the fire beneath the boiler. Oh, I think there's one more of those valve things. I can't believe... I hope we don't get in trouble for this. With a satisfying rush, the dam waters burst. Ember really did hope they wouldn't be in trouble. With everything flooded again, Ember wondered if now they could reach the entrance of the cave. Freed from the mud, the boat looked inviting. The boat was a perfect fit for Ember. It felt like... The passageway was dark and eerily silent. Ember wondered why the dam had been blocked. The gate open. What was the gate keeping locked away? Ember had found another unlit campfire at the heart of the cave. The stranger was wary, coiled and tense. The dark had gifted them friends in the past. The dark had stolen much more. Would this new light do the same? The stranger whispered, "I'm so tired. Do you know the way?" The boat was a little unconventional, but Ember already loved it. The stranger was tired of pretending. They'd never have made it on their own. Fortune had always favored them. Had they deserved to make it this far? The stranger spoke simply. "Thank you." The stranger had misplaced a memory. They tried to remember but found more voids. Only the shape of the thought remained. The stranger looked around fearfully. I stayed in the nest too long. The spindle was missing a handle, so Ember couldn't turn it. A tremendous, terrifying shape slithered from the shadows. The snake's body coiled around the forlorn like a scaly shield. The stranger's heart was in knots. The sun, a faded memory. With tears, the stranger said, "You have reminded me, friend. The beacon." The ghost spoke. "I will warn them." Ember looked to the ghost for answers. "This is the fear would not. You must not lose hope." Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind. The path ahead. Know that if you return, you will always be welcome. Your journey you have cleared. I will guide them after you have gone. Only the ask them your. Know that if you return here, you will always be welcome. The taste of fresh air was welcoming as Ember left the caves behind. Something was wrong. Ember could feel it. It was quiet. All the birds had chains and pulleys in the base of the chair. It didn't feel real. The Forest King wasn't real. broken boats were scattered on the water. In the clearing, Ember hoped to find answers. Behind the Forest King's puppet, the stranger. Don't you see? What hope can there be in that? The stranger had. Ember knew they spoke the truth. The path goes not slipping beyond. In the end, I did. What have I done? Slowly, the stranger withdrew. I wanted to be a. How do you save others once your light has gone out? The wanderer's thoughts had become twisted. Hiding every day behind a mask. Watching hopeful little ones arrive endlessly. Knowing the empty path that lay ahead. Inside their dim light was a hidden pain. They had watched those they care for turn forlorn. They had locked their hope away, tried to protect it. And Ember's actions had seemed a distorted mirror. The wanderer searched for words. When I reached this is all that. How do you face that? I'm not ready. I turned back, built a little. You hope, you try, you fail, and then nothing more. I thought I would, but without an end, they lost hope anyway. The wanderer took a breath. I thought it would lead somewhere. Means. Ember paused. So many places, so many others whose paths had crossed their own. After everything, only my boat. Finish your journey. Leave this place. Ember knew the. Were they any more ready than the wanderer?